Hello and welcome to the Heart of the Rockies Radio Virtual Home and Garden Fix-Up Expo. I am at the Culligan place talking to the Culligan guy. His name is Carl Price. Carl, thank you for having us here today.
Hey, it's good to be here.
Good to see
It's always
you.
good to see you.
My good friend.
Yeah.
First off, before we get into Culligan, I love the shirt.
Thanks.
Can you get a close-up?
Like diving in a pool.
That's of cool, clean Culligan water.
Clean water. You betcha.
Let's talk about Culligan. Carl, how long has Culligan as a company been around?
About 85 years.
And here in Salida?
A little over 55.
And you have been here as the Culligan man?
Since 2012, so it's been almost 10 years.
You in that time, I know you've got an education on water, and especially water around here. Let's talk about an overview. What does Culligan offer? What does Culligan do? We
are the problem water specialists. We take care of anything that's in the water that's not good for you. Here locally, it's chlorine in water in the city water system, the hardness of the water. There's a lot of iron, hydrogen sulfide, which is what you smell when you turn your faucet on. It stinks. It smells like sulfur. Hydrogen sulfide is decaying plant matter that's actually down in the aquifer. And so when the leaves and stuff rot in the water, it sends a gas up with the water, and that's the hydrogen sulfide. But there are a lot of other things. Locally here in Salida, we have pockets of high amounts of fluoride above the federal drinking water limit, which is 4. We do fluoride removal for Mount Princeton Hot Springs for the Homeowners Association. We do Ute Heights subdivision. We do the mitigation for fluoride up there. We do, since I've been here, I have not seen a well that I couldn't treat with something.
No, that was my next question, because we have municipalities, city water, whether you be in Poncha Springs, Salida, same water system, maybe Buena Vista. But then you have many, many more people that are on a well. And is that case by case, all of them different?
Yeah, case by case. You can actually drill a well, and 10 feet of well, drill another one, same depth, take the water out and test it. Totally different.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And is that where your process starts? Do you come to someone's house and say, what do you need specifically, or do you have the equipment that will take care of all that right off the bat?
I generally like to do a full service lab analysis. Now, we have a lab that's certified with the state of Colorado. It's based in Illinois at our headquarters, but we can do any kind of water test that needs to be done. Without knowing the water chemistry, you have no idea what you need to fix. So once you get a water test done, then you can figure out the size of the equipment and what you need. I mean, we have virtually hundreds of different types of filters, softeners for any problem water application.
I'm thinking back. We're close to the same age, I think.
Yeah.
You and I, we grew up drinking water out of the hose out in the front yard. Didn't give it a whole lot of thought.
Yeah.
Right? We get a little bit older, and that's a pretty important consideration.
Yeah, it is. Figure a hose that's been laying out in the yard for weeks on end, and the deer and the dogs come up and lick the end of it,
play, right?
And bugs crawl in it and all of that, and then you turn the water hose on and you try to drink it, and you wonder why your stomach hurts the next day.
Right. But that is, water, the essence. That's our body is made up of water. That's a pretty important component that we put in our body, and we need to really care about that, correct?
Right. Water is known as the universal solvent, chemically speaking. Anything that water touches, it absorbs. And what that's called is total dissolved solids. And there's virtually thousands of things in the earth that water can absorb. Now, if you think about what happens every day when the sun comes out and the water gets evaporated from the streams and the lakes, when it goes up in the air and forms clouds, you can't see it. It's a vapor. It leaves everything behind. when it rains, you can actually take that water and test it, and it's 99% soft and it's 99% pure. Matter of fact, if you go back into the pioneer days and you look in the journals, the women back in the cowboy days used to collect the water off their roofs in big barrels to wash their hair and their clothes in because it was so pure. And that's true today, the same thing. However, you don't want to drink the water off your roof because then you're dealing with all the birds and everything else that's running around. So yeah, there's a lot, chemically speaking, that you've got to consider when you do put equipment into a house. And that's why I always like to do water tests first, because I want to make sure the equipment's right.
And how would someone get a hold of you? I mean, we've been talking about water, but if they aren't already, I'm sure they are. They're sold. They need to talk to you. How do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can either call us here at the office at 719. What is my phone number? I don't call myself.
3.
539-4855, or my cell phone, 207-0850. We have a website, alpineculligan.com. You can go on that website and see a lot of things. You can contact us through alpineculligan.com. Our email address is alpineculligan@hotmail.com. You can send us some information. We can get back to you that way.
Alpine Culligan right here in Salida, Colorado. Put this guy to work. He's been sitting around too much. He needs to go to work right now. Carl Price with Alpine Culligan. Thanks, bud. I appreciate it.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Are you fierce dog? Tucker? Hi, Tucker. And who's the other one that's hiding over? Toby. I like Toby. I got to pet him.
Toby, gonna come out and say hi?
You're gonna be on the big video. You're gonna be internet famous. You're gonna get your own YouTube channel soon. It's gonna be awesome.